In Upper Michigan, 2 major teen sexting cases in the past 2 years have ended with no criminal charges filed. But under state laws, sending or receiving nude pictures on a cell phone can be considered a serious child pornography crime. This morning, in part 2 of our series on internet sex crimes and kids, a closer look at possible consequences for teens. At Marquette Senior High School, student council leaders say they believe many teens don't understand or choose to ignore the potential punishments of sexting.
Brushed under the table, never really talked about, no one really says much.
I just think kids kind of think it's like a taboo topic. They don't like to put it out there, obviously.
In Michigan, sexting cases fall under child pornography laws written before cell phones existed. It's illegal for teens to send or receive explicit pictures of themselves or other teens. They could be charged with felonies of possession, distribution, or solicitation, which carry maximum penalties of prison time, fines, and placement on the sex offender registry. Consequences in probate court could include intervention and prevention programs. The community service trooper at the Michigan State Police Post in Calumet says there are many real-life consequences for teens.
Traumatic for them. It could be embarrassing. It could keep them from getting a job. It could get them charged, with criminal charges.
In Marquette County, prosecutor Matt Weesey warns charges could be filed.
If you have such a photograph and you share it with, if it's a guy and he shares it with his buddies, and that gets passed around, that's an aggravating circumstance, and maybe that would be something we would charge.
Last school year, the Michigan State Police investigated a sexting case that started with just a few teens, but investigators learned hundreds of high schoolers across Marquette County were involved. Weesey decided not to file any charges.
This last go around, we did not issue charges with the understanding that the phones would be swept clean, that we would do some public awareness.
In the Copper Country, the Michigan State Police halted a sexting ring in December 2015 involving nearly 40 14 and 15-year-old boys and girls. No charges were filed, but Jerf says that may not always be the case.
We've put enough warnings and information out there, warning about the behavior. At some point, we got to draw a line in the sand.
Jerf emphasizes nothing you send on your cell phone is private. That's a point these students say many don't understand. Tomorrow morning, in the final part of this series, we'll focus on having family conversations about these potential consequences and what may deter teens from sexting.